Hey everybody, how's it going? B Temple back again finally, and today got the first of what's going to be two emergency ration reviews. But the first one is going to be this Canadian Forces Food Packet Survival Basic. There's only been two reviews of this particular ration done before, and both of those were from a 2008 vintage ration. What we have is actually one from 1994. I've never seen one this old before, and it's a little bit rare to find one with its supplementary ration that goes along with it. So this would just be sort of the food component of your survival ration, whereas this is actually your Canadian Forces Food Packet Survival Supplementary Beverage. So what you'll find in here, I assume, although I've never actually seen the contents of one, is those sort of Dr. Oetker type drinks, maybe some hot chocolate, tea, coffee, that kind of thing. Because all you're going to find in here is just a food item. It's primarily, I believe, going to be just jelly bars, but we'll see. The two previous reviews that were from 2008 vintage ones were just, jelly bars. Kind of look like Chuckles, that kind of thing. So in order to have both of these at the one time, I was very surprised to sort of find these. And I got them from somebody from the UK, actually, of all places. And been looking forward to finally getting some time to get this done. So what's the main purpose of this? Obviously, it's mostly meant for members of the Royal Canadian Air Force, pilots, either for planes, helicopters, whatever. In the event of a crash or you've been shot down, something like that, you would have something, at least on your person, that you could then survive on for one day. So, you're supposed to survive on this, as I say, eat slowly, one or two pieces at a time. The purpose here is not to sort of, you crash and you've survived, and then you tear this open and eat it all in one go because you're hungry. You're going to need to, spread those calories out over many hours and possibly, more than a couple days, trying to make this count as much as possible. And to have the survival beverage supplementary here, that's great. You're getting extra calories and you're getting a little bit more of nutritional value. You're going to get some extra, hopefully, vitamins and whatnot from the drink mixes. So there's really not a whole lot else to say about this, aside from getting them opened and, getting them laid out. So I'm going to open up our food packet first. We've got our sort of tear notches here. It's got the same markings on this side, of course, in French. And as you can see, it's not particularly wide. So every single pack inside feels almost like a square, which doesn't seem like the shapes from the previous 2008 version. So obviously there's 14 years of difference between this ration and any other one that you would have seen on YouTube. So let's see what we got inside. Aha. So what we get is actually, instead of 4 flavors, we get 3. And these smell amazing and they look absolutely immaculate. And there is actually a little bit of variety here. So you get, I guess, I'm going to assume this is, well, obviously lemon, lime, either cherry or strawberry, something like that. The color's got a bit more of a red hue to it than purple, so I'm not going to think grape or anything like that. I'm going to assume this is sort of cherry. And these are, those sort of sugar little jelly bars. And they still got a little bit of give to them. This is actually pretty promising, I must say. Even the cardboard they're in, it hasn't discolored very much over time. The cellophane that they're wrapped in hasn't sort of taken on that yellow kind of color. So yeah, these look like they should be pretty good. And you just get a little information packet. I don't know why they gave 2 sheets of paper. Just a packing issue, I suppose. So it's 2 of the same exact thing. Canadian Forces Food Packet Survival Basic. 9 jelly pieces. Provide basic food requirements for 1 day. Supplement with other food if possible. Eat slowly. You can survive for long periods with no food, but try to drink at least 2 cups or 500 mils of fresh water every single day, and don't drink salt water, obviously. So that is the contents of Canadian Forces Food Packet Survival. So you get, in total, 15 pieces of jelly bars, and 9 jelly pieces provide for 1 day. So this is supposed to sort of, I guess you're supposed to survive on this for I don't know, a day and 2/3, you know. So I guess a day and 16 hours. So it's not obviously going to be a lot. You're not going to certainly feel full with this, but it's going to be something that's just going to sustain you. That's the main purpose here, obviously. So we'll get these just moved up. And let's open up our food packet survival beverage and see what we got going on here. Once again, on the other side, we've got our French. And it's just full of packages. We got a fruit beverage powder orange flavor. Doesn't smell too bad. Fruit beverage powder peach. These are all from the W.T. Lynch Foods Limited, Don Mills, Canada. Another fruit beverage powder orange. A fruit beverage powder lemon. So odd that they give you 4 and 2 of them are the same. This is an awesome little piece of nostalgia. Got 2 little packets of chiclets. One of them is bubblegum flavor and one of them is assorted. I honestly can't remember the last time I ever saw the bubblegum flavor chiclets. These assorted ones were something that you would have saw, I guess, a lot more often. But the bubblegum flavor, I honestly don't know when it would have been. And the last thing that's in the pack, you can see it's empty now. But the last thing that we have in here is the very old version of a beverage bag. So there's actually 2 of them there. Got the fill line for the chocolate beverage and the fruit beverage. It says place beverage powder in bag, add cold water or hot to appropriate line, fold over and shake. And they're like, you know, this sort of paper kind of cardboard bag, and it is actually foil lined. And it would end up being sort of flat on the bottom. So they're kind of I must say, a cool little collector's item. I've never actually seen these before. I opened them up first and thought it was maybe something like a... it looked very similar to one like an old-fashioned barf bag would have been in an airline back in the day. So maybe it's somewhat the same kind of make and style. I'm not going to use these. I like to sort of just keep those for display, but it's kind of a cool item. I've never seen this in a Canadian ration before. So this is what you've got. These, obviously, these drink mixes, what you're going to be getting here is just extra calories, a bit more sugar, things like that. It doesn't actually say it's, you know, isotonic or anything like that, or vitamin mineral base. So it's probably just, you know, glorified Kool-Aid, I guess is the best way to put it, or very similar to what the beverage powders are in Canadian IMPs these days. So I guess what we'll do next is get this all laid out, open up a few things, and give some stuff a try. So we're going to just get a good mix here. I didn't open all 5 packs. I didn't really see the need of that. Just try to make sure that we have every flavor there available. And I felt like I'd probably, if I was going to eat 2 of something, I'd probably like to try the orange more than anything. And we've got our 3 drinks. We've got peach, orange, and lemon. Doesn't really show up that well, I guess, right now because of the light that's sort of coming in from this side over here, the natural light. But we've got 1 extra left, the second orange, which I don't feel the need of mixing up. We've got our gum packets opened up, our nice bubblegum flavor with the pink sort of shell, and then our 2 flavors we got for our assorted. Looks like it's going to be grape and lemon, so it's going to be cool to try those out. I haven't had a pack of chickens like that in a long time. I must say, these jelly candy smell amazing. They got a really nice sort of, use the word nostalgia again, but yeah, it almost... You know, it smells like you're at Nan's house at Christmas kind of thing, and she'd have, you know, boxes of, like, fruit jelly candy, that kind of thing. And the drink mixes actually smell pretty good. I think the orange probably smells the worst out of them. It smells like it may have gone off a little bit, but actually, no, the orange is this one. Yeah, so the orange smells a little bit off. The peach and lemon smell perfect. You know, very artificial, obviously. It's like you're just drinking Kool-Aid kind of thing. Or one of the old brands, which would have been here in Canada a long time ago, called Freshie. But... yeah, we'll mix these up, and then we'll give everything a try. So the packet actually says, it's very exact, fill 1/3 of a canteen cup, or 227 mils, you know, a little less than a cup. And as you can see now, we've got the water added to them. The colors are vibrant now. It's a lemon, orange, peach. So obviously I think the idea here is if you have both of those packets, both the food packet and the supplementary beverage, to maybe break this down in, if you have obviously the availability of water, in that 9 of these jelly candy work out for a day, and they ask you to drink at least 500 mils of water in a day, is to have 2 of these drinks and 3 of these packs of candy in one day, which then saves you 1 more drink and an extra as well, with 2 more packs for the next day to sort of sustain you. And obviously the gum is just there as more of a morale boost. I mean, you're getting a little bit of sugar and calories from it, but it's just sort of the cut from the monotony, I suppose. And it's like a little taste of home. Maybe the vibrant colors are supposed to help too. Nothing looks like gray and beige and all that kind of stuff. It's meant to look a little bit nice. So we'll try the jelly candy first. The pack's opened up really well. Cardboard doesn't look too bad. We'll try my least favorite flavor first. So this should be cherry flavor. Give this a go. These are delicious. They literally taste like they were made yesterday. I don't know how this was stored, but whoever had this stored these amazingly. That tastes like, you can still get obviously boxes of sugared candy that are in like fruit shapes that, strawberry, lemon, lime, orange, things like that. But yeah, I'm not a huge artificial cherry fan when it comes to drinks and candy, but that's actually really good. Try one of the lemon next. As you can see, it's got that nice sort of layer of coarse sugar on the outside. Give that a little crunch. Wow, what a vibrant lemon flavor. Like the flavor coming off of these is just like these are brand new, and these are, well, at this point now at least 25 years old, I suppose. Yeah, 25 years old. And that's amazing. I honestly can't believe that. The orange is great too. The closest thing these are akin to now is you buy like generic jelly beans. And obviously they do, the yellow ones taste like lemon, the orange ones taste like orange. It's obviously an artificial flavor, but it's not sickly in a way. It doesn't seem too chemical. Lastly, we'll try the lime. Usually orange and lime are the toss-up for me on which ones are my favorite. But if everything else so far has been great, this should be awesome as well. Oh yeah, that's perfect. These aren't going to last very long, and these 3 packs here probably aren't going to last very long either. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm really surprised by the quality of this and how it's lasted over time, and I'm really glad that I got a chance to actually get one of these and to have the beverage packet to go along with it. It's very rare to see both of those still together. Speaking of the beverage packets, I guess we'll start from the left and work our way this way. Let's try the lemon one first. They seem to mix pretty well. It's not really any sort of horrible smells wafting off there, so we'll try them out. Flavor's subdued a little bit over time, but it's not like off-putting. It doesn't taste bad like it's gone off. It's just the flavor sort of subdued over time, and I used about, I'm going to assume, the proper amount of water. But yeah, it's nice. It's got a tart lemon kind of flavor, not too sweet. So yeah, that's actually pretty pleasant. Try the orange next. The orange one tastes a little bit off. I think what's actually happened is it's taken a little bit of the essence from the peach with it, so it's not quite a true orange flavor. That could just be like a tiny bit stale. Obviously, it's 25 years old. It is stale, but it's not too bad. I would still drink some more of it. Just try it again. And obviously, maybe some of this is getting muddled a little bit. All these fruit flavors all at once. Yeah, it's the same idea. It's taken on a little bit of the peach flavor and just a little tiny sort of hint of stale. And then last we got the peach. You can see the color is obviously a little bit more like a deeper orange. Wow, that's a really strong peach flavor. Obviously artificial peach flavor. But that's really, really nice. All 3 of them, they're not too sweet. You obviously know you're drinking a sugar drink package, sort of like Kool-Aid, something like that, but or Tang. But that's really, really pleasant, I must say. Nothing really bad to say about this. This has turned out fantastic. Lastly, we'll just try the gum out. I guess I'm not going to eat both. I'll save one each, but let's try the bubble gum first. That was hard as a rock at first, but once you finally broke through the the shell sort of started chewing it up a little bit, it did reconstitute, and it didn't lose any of its flavor. It's still a great sort of standard bubblegum kind of flavor, like, you know, if you would have had Bubblicious or something back in the day. So yeah, let's try the grape one of the assorted, and then we'll finish this up. That is an incredibly strong artificial grape flavor. That basically just tasted like childhood. That brought me back to being a kid, like instantaneously. This is kind of crazy, actually. Yeah. What else can I say? This has worked out absolutely perfectly. Today we've looked at the Canadian Forces Food Packet Survival Basic, and also the Supplementary Beverage. Got a few of our extras just sort of stuffed in this bag. Absolutely nothing I can say negative about this whole experience. So if any of you ever get a chance to find one of these, I would highly recommend it. I still can't believe I have it. You know, who knows, maybe I'll never get another one again. But it's great to have the chance to show you what something like this, which is, you know, 25 years old, actually looked like inside, and to show that this can still be perfectly edible after all this time. I mean, obviously, it's not a whole lot to go bad. It's mostly just, you know, carbohydrates and sugar. So, yeah, we're going to be moving on to another emergency ration from a different country next. But just for this video, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by, and have a good one.